USA, New TSA Carry-On Rules 2025. Did you know that in 2025, even one wrong item in your carry-on could lead to delays, fines, or even missing your flight in the US? That's right, the TSA has introduced new carry-on rules, and they're already catching passengers off guard. From updated liquid limits to new electronic screening procedures, AI-powered scanners, surprise airport testing zones, and even rule changes around food, cosmetics, and personal items, this is not the same TSA you remember from last year. So, what exactly has changed? Here's what we'll be breaking down for you in this full travel tree update. The biggest changes to TSA carry-on rules in 2025 and what triggered these updates. New technology at US airports that can automatically flag your bag before it even reaches the X-ray belt. The updated list of prohibited and restricted items, including a few that might surprise you. How the liquid and electronics rule has evolved. And what you need to do differently now. Changes affecting frequent flyers, business travelers, and even parents with children. The truth about smart luggage, portable chargers, and prescription medications in your carry-on. What TSA PreCheck and Global Entry members need to know: are you still exempt from screening steps? Finally, expert travel tips to make sure you breeze through security without delays, stress, or embarrassment. So before you pack your bags or even think about heading to the airport, watch this full update, because if you're not aware of these 2025 TSA carry-on changes, you will get caught. Let's get started. Hey travelers, welcome back to Travel Tree News, where we break down the latest travel rules, immigration updates, and insider tips, all in one place, and always up to date. Today, we're focusing on something that affects every single traveler in the US, whether you fly once a year or every week: the new TSA carry-on rules for 2025. TSA quietly rolled out several major updates at the start of this year. While some airports already implemented them, many travelers are only now realizing how different things have become. There are new rules around what you can pack, how you pack it, and even how your bag is scanned. Plus, AI is now playing a bigger role in detecting threats, which means you can't rely on old habits to get through quickly. We're going to walk you through everything, step by step, in plain English. No jargon, no panic, just the facts you need to fly smart. So whether you're heading out on a vacation, a business trip, or relocating for work or school, this video could be the difference between smooth sailing and getting stuck at the checkpoint. 1. What triggered the rule changes in 2025? Let's start with why the TSA changed the rules in the first place. After a string of global security threats and evolving smuggling methods, the Transportation Security Administration decided it was time to modernize. In fact, several pilot programs were quietly tested in late 2024. Based on the results, a nationwide policy shift was announced in early 2025. These changes were made to strengthen national aviation security, shorten lines by relying on smart tech instead of human-only checks, make carry-on policies uniform across all airports, so travelers aren't confused by different rules in different terminals. What this means for you: even your go-to packing list might need an update. 2. Liquid limits have changed, slightly, but significantly. Let's talk about the liquids rule, the one travelers love to hate. You probably remember the 3-1-1 rule: 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliters per container, 1 quart-sized bag, 1 per person. That rule still exists, but only at airports without new CT scanners. Here's the twist for 2025. If your airport has advanced 3D CT scanners, which over 90% now do, you can keep liquids, electronics, and even food inside your bag. However, if you exceed 100 milliliters, you still might be pulled aside for screening, especially if the scanner flags something unusual. So, you might technically get away with larger containers, but TSA agents can still confiscate them if they choose to. Bottom line, don't assume you're exempt. Stick to the 100 milliliters rule unless you're absolutely sure about your airport's equipment. 3. Electronics and laptops, keep them packed, sometimes. In previous years, TSA made you remove your laptop and large electronics from your bag. In 2025, that rule has changed, but only if your airport uses CT scanning machines. With the new machines, you can keep laptops, tablets, and cameras in your bag. However, if your device has dense batteries or metal cases, it may still trigger manual screening. Tip: place your electronics near the top of your bag just in case TSA needs to do a quick check. 4. New restrictions: what's now banned or questioned. Some items that were previously allowed are now on the restricted or high alert list. Here's what's catching people off guard in 2025. Powder-based substances like baby powder, protein powder, or makeup in large quantities must be under 12 ounces or declared. Spices and ground coffee may be pulled for additional testing. Perfume bottles over 3.4 ounces are being flagged more frequently, even if barely used. Vape pens and e-cigarettes must be carried on, never checked, and may require removal at the gate for inspection. Smart luggage with non-removable batteries is still banned from the cabin. One major change: travel-size aerosol sprays, including dry shampoo and deodorants, are now under stricter scrutiny, especially if they're flammable. 5. Food and snacks, yes, but with new eyes watching. You can still bring food through TSA checkpoints, but 2025 scanners are better at detecting density and organic compounds, which means soft foods like cheese, hummus, peanut butter, and yogurt are often flagged. Wrapped or homemade food may be opened by TSA agents. International travelers may have their snacks tested for residue or allergens. If you're bringing food, keep it separate in a clear bag for easy visibility. 6. AI-powered scanning is changing the game. One of the biggest changes this year is behind the scenes, or rather, inside the scanner itself. TSA's new AI-enhanced 3D scanners can build a full 3D image of your bag's contents, flag suspicious items without needing to open the bag, match shapes and materials to known threats instantly. What this means for you: no more hiding things in socks or camera cases. The AI will detect it, and TSA will pull your bag. These scanners are also linked to real-time behavior analysis, so if you act nervous or shifty at the checkpoint, your bag is more likely to be flagged. 7. Traveling with kids? Expect extra checks. Parents, take note: TSA has adjusted how it screens families. Baby formula, breast milk, and medications are still allowed in larger quantities, but must be declared separately. Diaper bags are now routinely swabbed. Strollers, car seats, and baby carriers are more likely to be manually inspected. Plan for an extra 5 to 10 minutes at security if you're flying with children. 8. Prescription medications and medical items. TSA has clarified that prescription meds are still allowed, but now must be clearly labeled. Liquid medications over 100 milliliters must be declared upfront. Medical equipment, such as CPAP machines or glucose monitors, may be swabbed or scanned. Tip: keep all medications in their original packaging to avoid delays or suspicion. 9. What about TSA PreCheck and Global Entry? If you're a frequent traveler with TSA PreCheck or Global Entry, you still get expedited screening, but the rules are evolving here too. You may be randomly selected for full screening, even with PreCheck. New scanners apply to everyone. PreCheck lines may be faster, but not exempt from advanced tech. Items flagged by AI must be checked, no matter your status. Bottom line: PreCheck still helps, but don't assume immunity from the new carry-on rules. 10. Smart packing tips for 2025. Here are some final tips to make your airport experience faster and stress-free. Use packing cubes or transparent pouches to separate items. Keep liquids and electronics near the top of your bag. Declare medications, formula, and special items early. Check your airport's website or app to see if it uses CT scanners. Don't argue if asked to remove items, agents are following new AI alerts. Wrap up, travel smart, travel ready. The rules have changed. The tech has changed. And the way you pack needs to change too. TSA's 2025 carry-on updates aren't just about banning items, they're about speeding up screening using smarter tools. But that means less room for error on your part. So before your next flight, recheck your packing list, adjust your habits, and stay informed, because in 2025, getting caught off guard at security is easier than ever. Thanks for watching this full update here on Travel Tree News. If you found it helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an important travel update. Safe travels, and we'll see you in the next video.